At Barrier, many of our customers who want to get Cyber Essentials certified hesitate to do so because they're concerned about their ability to comply with certain elements of the Cyber Essentials scheme. But many of these concerns we found are based on myths and misconceptions about the scheme, or what we call mythconceptions. In this series, we're going to tackle those mythconceptions to remove that hesitation to pursue this very important cybersecurity standard. This video tackles the myth of home routers and home networks being in scope with Cyber Essentials. Some of our customers think that this standard requires that all home workers need to be able to register their home routers and even the devices on their home networks. Now, this is a misconception that actually used to be true. This was true for a very short window of time, and the NCISC changed their perspective on this particular requirement. The situation is now that home routers and home networks are not in scope of Cyber Essentials if that home network device is provided by the home user or their ISP. If you are providing, if your organization is providing that home router, then it does become in scope, but only in that particular case. For those home networking devices that are supplied by the organization, then just like everything else in scope, they need to be inventoried, they need to be secured in accordance with the standards in Cyber Essentials, and you need to be able to show that compliance both in the Cyber Essentials Basic and in a Plus assessment. Barrier offers these tips for work-from-home workers that may or may not help you attain Cyber Essentials certification, but they are good ideas and best practices for you to consider. Tip number 1, educate your home workers on how to work securely and how to work in accordance with Cyber Essentials and according to best practices within Cyber Essentials, your own policies, and your own requirements. Home workers are alone. They're out there without the comfort and the reinforcement of secure working tips from employees and the rest of the organization. So being able to provide a level of education and reinforcement and awareness of proper home working procedures will be very beneficial. The second tip is to think about using zero trust approaches for your home workers. Zero trust is a philosophy of making sure that all connections are approved and trusted and are worthy of that trust every time they connect, as opposed to just assuming that they're okay to connect. There are a lot of processes and a lot of tools and technologies to make that better and make that easier for you and easy to implement. And we encourage you to explore those options, especially for your home workers who may be working in environments which might not meet your requirements for cybersecurity for your organization. If you have any questions about the Cyber Essentials standard, please contact IASME and they can give you an authoritative answer to your questions. And if you have any questions about the tips we've given, or if you would like a Cyber Essentials readiness assessment, please contact Barrier.